Greetings, wherever you are, whatever the time of day. Be welcome. I wanted to talk a little today about how Christianity views Jesus Christ as a suffering servant rather than as a warlike conquering Messiah, which was pretty much what people expected back in the day and what many people today are still looking for. Had Jesus desired to come as a warrior, he could have come riding on a white war horse with an army of angels behind him with flaming swords and driven the Romans out and freed Israel. But that's not how Jesus came. He came on Palm Sunday on the foal of a donkey. He came quietly. He came asking us to change ourselves to be better people. And all of this is foreshadowed in Isaiah when Isaiah talks about the suffering servant. And I won't read the whole passage. You can look up Isaiah 53 if you would like and read the whole thing. But I'm going to read a couple parts of it here. For he grew up before him like a tender shoot, like a root out of dry ground. He has no stately form or majesty that we would look at him, nor an appearance that we would take pleasure in him. He was despised and abandoned by men, a man of great pain and familiar with sickness, and like one from whom people hide their face. He was despised, and we had no regard for him. However, it was our sickness that he himself bore, and our pains that he carried. Yet we ourselves assumed that he had been afflicted, struck down by God and humiliated. But he was pierced for our offenses. He was crushed for our wrongdoing. The punishment for our well-being was laid upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. All of us, like sheep, had gone astray. Each of us had turned to his own way, but the Lord has caused the wrongdoing of us all to fall on him. Yeah, those are pretty powerful words. Let me skip down to the end. As a result of the anguish of his soul, he will see it and be satisfied. By his knowledge, the righteous one, my servant, will justify the many, for he will bear their wrongdoings. Therefore I will allot him a portion with the great, and he will divide the plunder with the strong, because he poured out his life unto death, and was counted among the wrongdoers. Yet he himself bore the sin of many, and interceded for the wrongdoers. That's part of the fundamental understandings of Christianity, that Jesus came and died for us, willingly gave up his life in a horrible, horrible way, that we might have eternal life. And he asks us time and again to take care of one another. He does not come as the conquering hero. He does not come riding the white horse, carrying a flaming sword. He comes broken, humiliated, despised, and takes all of us with him to heaven. Love is an action word. Love is not some cute little feeling with heart shapes behind it. Love says, I will do something. I will take care of someone. Who does Jesus ask us to take care of? The least of our society, the poorest of the poor, those who have no one to defend them. Sound familiar? Those are the people Jesus has called us to help throughout the ages. Now our world has a completely different view of things. Oh, no, it's fine to be all about the power I can wield. It's fine for me to tell other people what they need to do. It's fine for me to crush people and tell them, go away, you don't belong here. You don't talk like me. You don't look like me. You don't belong. You are not a part of. No, my friends, that is not Jesus. That is nativism. That is jingoism. That is prejudice. Because Jesus calls us to love every single person. Those who don't look like us, those who don't sound like us, those whose culture is different than ours, all the children of God, and we are all children of God. I'll say it again, I've said it many, many times. Jesus' final command, his new command, the mandatum novum, is the most difficult thing I can imagine being asked to do. Jesus said, love one another as I have loved you. Sisters and brothers, may it be so.